Hello, this is D, and I'm back with another video. Well, today's video, it's going to be longer than the usual video. We got a host of issues to discuss. We have to talk about the CMA's decision to block Microsoft's acquisition of Activision. And yesterday, I tweeted out some things that a lot of fans were not happy about. Some went as far to make a video and personal attack me. And I have to respond to that. Usually I don't respond to things like that. So we're going to start today's video off with my brief response to the comments that were made about me in yesterday's video. Now, Sony is getting exposed badly. Sony restricts companies from working with Xbox. These are third-party deals. I tweeted this out yesterday, and the tweet kind of went viral. It has over 700,000 views at the moment. Now, a lot of fans were divided on my opinions on this, and that's fine. I have no problem with people disagreeing with my opinions and having a normal debate in the comment section. Now, I have an issue when people make a personal attack at me. Now, I don't want to mention his name, but he made a video yesterday on my opinion or on my tweet, and he basically said it made him laugh. Now, I'm going to prove to you guys today why my tweet actually makes sense and that it's not a laughing matter. Now, he put a caveat in his video yesterday saying that this is for entertainment purposes and that he's not personally attacking me. And then at the end of the video, he goes on to say some things about me, that I'm not a good person, I'm a bad person, and he's seen some of my tweets and yada yada yada, which contradicts what he actually says. So let's just play his video for a little bit.
But today, there is a very strange set of viral tweets that are just completely wrong. The Xbox side of Twitter is claiming that PlayStation is forbidding people from working with Xbox. And it's so stupid, I kind of want to just dig into where this misinformation specifically came from. And additionally, no offense to anybody shown in this video, I'm not attacking you, but I have to laugh. So, I've seen multiple of these today, big, ridiculously viral tweets. This has thousands of likes in just the first couple hours, but it says this: Sony is getting exposed badly. Already, this guy definitely sounds like he is tweeting this while crying. Sony restricts companies from working with Xbox. These are third-party deals.
So he says that this is laughable to him and that, my take is just so far off. Now, I'm going to present some evidence here why this is not acceptable. Now, here is how a horizontal conduct and single firm conduct should be done and why the FTC will come after you for illegal business practices. Now, we're just going to go over the horizontal conduct. You can see the other one there and read it for yourself. Now, it goes on to say that it's illegal for a business to act together in ways that can limit competition, lead to higher prices, or hinder other businesses from entering the market. The FTC challenges unreasonable horizontal restraints of trade. Such agreements may be considered unreasonable when competitors interact to such a degree that they are no longer acting independently. Now, if you go back to my tweet yesterday, you can see that there is an exclusion clause in the contract. So basically, Sony had exclusive rights for the game for 6 months. After the 6-month period, the company can do whatever it likes except do business with Microsoft. And that would fall into bad conduct based on the document that I just showed you. At the very least, it deserves to be investigated. And in fact, Congress is doing just that. So I'm going to show you another clip that boasts my claims.
Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, as you know, I'm a strong proponent of opening up markets for U.S. company from agriculture to high tech. I'd be interested in hearing more about how on this negotiating platform can be used to address trade barriers. One specific thing, even though we're a close partner with Japan and have great trade relationships, there's one sector where I feel like we are facing types of non-tariff trade barriers. For example, I'm told that Sony controls a monopoly of 98% of the high-end game market, yet Japan's government has allowed Sony to engage in blatant anti-competitive conduct through exclusive deals and payments to game publishers, establishing games that are among the most popular in Japan, not to distribute the games on other platforms. And so Japan's Federal Trade Commission has failed to investigate these exclusionary conducts. So what do you think we can do to more address these issues and create a level playing field with the IPEF on something as important as this issue?
Senator Cantwell, the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework provides us with a lot of opportunities, and I think you're absolutely right that the economies that we are engaging with right now are all focused on expanding participation in their economies and looking at trade policies that also promote and support competition. So we have that particular outlook. We also have an ongoing digital negotiation as well. What you've described is something that I expect may very well come up in the intersection of those two perspectives, being pro-competition and also engaging on the digital economy. That is absolutely an area that we are primed to address. This one is new for me, but let me take this back, and I'm happy to follow up with you and your team on this.
If they were blocking access, that would be of great concern. Yes.
If they were, or are they?
Well, I'm saying they are, but if you said you were looking into it, I just want to make clear you view this as a problem.
Yes, I think monopolistic behavior is something that is a drag on economic growth and development.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
So there you have it for yourself. It's right there in black and white. Congress is concerned about this. The FTC is looking into these practices. It is not normal. You're not allowed to exclude a company from doing business, and this will be investigated. So your claims that my take on this is just so far off, I have to disagree with you respectfully. At the end of your video, I'm going to play the part here where you actually take personal attacks at me.
D-Batch, I'm sure you're a very nice guy. Well, actually, I know you're not. I looked at some of your other tweets. You were definitely saying some very questionable things in some of your other tweets that are very messed up, but I don't even want to go into that. But you know what? Your gaming opinions, you can have them. But this is just literally so wrong that it's hilarious to me.
Now you go on to say, I'm a nice person. Oh, you know, actually, I'm not a nice person. I'm a bad person based on some tweets that you've seen. Now, I don't understand where these attacks are coming from. If you have a problem with something I tweeted, you can feel free to DM me and we can hash it out. This is just ridiculous. And even if there was a tweet that I put out there that you don't agree with, it has nothing to do with gaming, has nothing to do with what we're discussing here. When you're doing a debate it on the actual facts of the case. And I believe I presented my facts here today. So I'm done with this issue. First impressions are lasting impressions, and my first impression of you is poor. Anyways, we're going to move on to why the CMA blocked the Activision and Microsoft merger. Now, this is huge news. I woke up like most of you this morning to the news that the CMA has blocked the merger going through between Microsoft and Activision, and they based it surprisingly on cloud gaming. They felt that Microsoft wasn't really being competitive or giving competitors a chance, seeing how they own 68% of the cloud gaming market. Now, they go on to say that it was limited to scope. For example, it was confined to a model that gave gamers the right to stream Activision games on certain cloud game services, providing the gamers had acquired the right to play those games by purchasing through certain stores and subscription services. What they objected to was that it did not cover other business models such as agreements between Microsoft and rival cloud gaming services. Now, I don't understand this because, to my recollection, Microsoft made deals with Nvidia, they made deals with Nintendo, they made deals with various cloud companies. Now, they also go on to say that Microsoft will raise the price of Game Pass after the Activision merger goes through. And this is a reason of concern. They can raise it from $10 to $11. Now, this is all political to me, to be quite honest with you. I don't think they have a valid argument, especially when Microsoft made various cloud deals. Who is opposing this deal? If some big company is opposing this deal, they need to come out and say that they're opposing it and why they're opposing it. It doesn't appear to be the case because, like I said, they made lots of deals with these companies. Nvidia is glad, they're happy to get Call of Duty on their platform. All these other companies, they seem to be happy with. Nobody is blocking or opposed to this deal more than Sony. I don't see any other company coming out and saying anything. We're also getting some news that the CMA also appeared to not like the offering of Microsoft putting Call of Duty on Nintendo, saying that they've seen no evidence from Microsoft or Activision that Call of Duty can actually run on a Nintendo console as of now. Now, I'm not sure if Call of Duty could run on the Switch right now. I think they could put a dumbed down version, but I think when Microsoft and Activision are talking about Call of Duty on the Switch, I think it's the next iteration of the Switch, which I would expect to come out in the next year or so. So I don't know if Nintendo's gonna have to come out and leak their plans on a new Switch, but this is pretty much the case. Microsoft can make a few concessions here. They can remove the cloud aspect out of it and hope that they'll accept the deal. I'm hearing that this is highly unlikely. This was floated out there by Michael Patcher, and right now gamers aren't happy with him. He did predict that this deal would go through, and this deal is actually being blocked. So we're gonna have to take what he said here respectively with a grain of salt. Now, I'm also hearing that Activision can just remove themselves out of the UK completely and just not do business there. And if the other, I should say, territories or other bodies approve this deal, then this acquisition could go through, but they wouldn't be able to operate in the UK. So that would basically mean that you'd have to buy it from a storefront. You wouldn't be able to play it in the cloud. You wouldn't have it in Game Pass in the UK. This is another option. I don't know how much this would impact their business. I don't know how realistic this is. I just heard that it is an option. I'll leave this to the experts out there. I'm just giving you my take on it. And I don't believe that this is over. This is a huge stumbling block for Microsoft for sure. This is not a good look, and they're gonna have to appeal this, and an appeal can take 9 months up to even say a year. So this could go well into 2024 before it's resolved. The bottom line is that the deal's not dead, but it's going to take much longer to complete it if it is to go through. Anyways, I want to know what you guys think about all of this. What do you think about the CMA blocking the Activision and Microsoft merger? Do you think this is bad for the UK? Now, Activision came out and said that all the rhetoric that the UK was saying about business and that it wants to help its people, it's nothing, and that they are actually not open for business. How will this affect other companies wanting to go and do business in the UK? Will we see a quick turnaround on this issue? We have so many more questions that need to be answered. Like I said, I don't think the fight's over. It is a huge stumbling block, and in the coming months, more things will become evident. Right now, Activision and Microsoft said that they will fight this deal tooth and nail, and they will appeal it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And like I usually say, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.